Rob Cooper, First News, Prince Rupert.
Rand Assad, First News, at the Deep Creek Hatchery.
For CFTK-TV News in Terrace, I'm Tyler Noble.
For Health Watch, I'm Kathy Brookes.
For CFTK-TV News, I'm Sarah Consmo in Prince Rupert.
For CFTK-TV News, I'm Artie Cole in Terrace.
For CFTK-TV News in Smithers, I'm Sarah Comedina.
I'm Mike Kelly reporting. Now let's send it back to the studio.
Hi, I'm Kathy Brookes, and welcome to Flashback, where we take a look at stories from years gone by, many of which I remember pretty well. Well, today we go back to July of 2005, when Kitimat residents witnessed the demolition of their old hospital. The site that's now being redeveloped as Haisla Town Centre was cleared of the massive pink building with a gigantic blast. Hundreds of Kitimat residents were up at dawn to watch the spectacle. Their old hospital building was to be demolished with a dramatic series of explosions. The building had stood empty since Kitimat's new hospital opened in 2002, and the end came with a bang. Minutes later, the dust was still settling.
It was totally wicked, man. That was awesome.
This is an historic day. I mean, this building has been a landmark in Kitimat for a number of years, and while we all love the new hospital, we know that there is certainly an attachment to the old one here. And I was talking with some people who came out to see it, and they were all talking about the stories. One guy who played at the opening ceremony when he was in a high school band, and then did a show at the closing ceremony for it. A nurse who had worked in the building for 40 years and that, and just retired a few years ago. And it's really quite remarkable about how close this hospital is to the community.
It will seem really, really strange. Like, I pass it on my way to work every night, and it just won't seem right without it, looking over and seeing it there. This demolition project has already been going on for several months, with the removal of hazardous materials coming first. It's been a costly and complicated endeavor, and it isn't over yet.
This building had a tremendous amount of shear walls. There was three stairwells, an elevator shaft, and a utility shaft that warranted us to do a lot of legging up and drilling about 700 extra holes.
This whole project is a $1.9 million project. It's funded by the BC Ministry of Health Services. What we're going to do now that the building is down is that crews will be taking the material, they'll be removing all of the material off the site, taking the concrete and actually recycling it, removing the rebar from it, and then crushing it down so it can be used for an alternate use. What we're going to do is, after the property has been reclaimed, we're going to sell it. The District of Kitimat has the first right of refusal on that property. Police and fire officials sound pleased with how this morning's demolition went. People apparently cooperated by staying out of the exclusion zone around the site until the blast was complete, and the rain helped wash the dust out of the air. Here's one more look at the drama. For NTV News, I'm Kathy Brookes.